Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode on the channel. I'm Spinal. I know, it's been a while since I've recorded a Jurassic World Evolution 2 video. Yes, I know, it has been a very long time. If you're wondering why my voice is very, like how it is, it's like 6 o'clock in the morning and I have to record this before I go to school. And there's still people asleep in my house, so, you know, I do have to stay relatively quiet. But anyway, I want to tell you what I'm doing in today's video. In today's video, I will be doing part 1 out of however many we do of the All Species Park. So I'm coming back with a banger. We're doing every single species in one park. That's like, I think it's like 137. I think it's 137 species. It's something similar to that anyway. So yeah, all 137 species will be going in this park. Every aquatic dinosaur, ignore I said that, I beg. Aquatic reptile, every flying reptile, and every dinosaur, and all the other synapsids, but whatever, right? All the creatures in the game, yeah? Okay. Anyway, you may be wondering where I've been. There's a video on my channel, the one before this, explaining where I've been and what I've been doing. So yeah. Anyway, let me explain what I'm doing right now in the video. So I'm building the first little entry plaza. Now this is where you would come in. I end up putting a fountain in the middle, and then going around the side I put rock. I end up putting a Jurassic Park gate and some rock planters along with some bush planters. Just going around the side here a little, just to liven it up a little, so it isn't too dull, as you can see here. And I do the exact same on the other side, and it turns out perfectly. Didn't need to hassle around with that either, maybe just a tiny bit. And then look at that, just spot on, perfect. And I put another Jurassic Park gate down. So this first part is pretty much themed off Jurassic Park. It's just a little theme to go with the start. Not all the park will be Jurassic Park. Some of it will be Jurassic World. Some of it will be maybe DFW. We'll see how it goes, because this is only part 1. Also, if you want to get named after if you want any dinosaur named after you, leave it in the comments below, and I will name a dinosaur after you. You'll just have to comment what dinosaur, and obviously I can see your name, unless you want it to be a fake name or whatever. So yeah, just comment what name you want. I'll chuck it on a dino next episode, or an episode after, depending on when I see your comment. But yeah, and this is my first time playing Jurassic World Evolution 2 in a very long time, because even when I wasn't uploading it, I wasn't really playing Jurassic World Evolution 2. However, I was streaming on my Twitch account, Triggs, which I will link down in the description, and I play Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, I've been playing that a lot, but I won't be streaming on it for a little bit because my PlayStation account has been communication banned, and therefore won't let me stream or upload off my main account. So this is being recorded on my alt account. But yeah, if you want to go watch some Rainbow Six Siege footage, go over there. It's pretty good. Like, it's nothing special, but yes, yeah, watch me play Rainbow Six Siege. I enjoy it. Anyway, here I'm doing the first enclosure, and this is going to be the herbivore enclosure. So this is going to be all the classic creatures, like the Triceratops, the Brachiosaur, Gallimimus, Stegosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, Parasaurolophus, all the originals, right? I put Pachycephalosaurus in because I just thought it would fit in there, and yeah. So this is the first little shape we got here, and now I'm going to start doing the interior of the actual enclosure. So here's all the landscaping I'm going to do, because you're going to need a bit of hills in there just to put some texture in it. We're also going to add a watering hole, along with some bit of forest, some viewing domes, blah blah blah. So here's the watering hole, but you have to make it look muddy to make it actually look like a watering hole. It just gives that little bit of liveliness, and obviously you got to add the rocks too, because you can't just leave the rocks out. I tried to see if you could put the rock platform in there, but you can't, and well, I found that out the hard way. So here I am just scattering some rocks around the entire enclosure. Putting a little bit more hills in there because you can never have too many hills. Putting a bit of shrubbery on the ground, and then I move on to placing even more rocks just everywhere. Because you know what they all say, you can never have too many rocks. Rocks are like your counselling. They're the best things ever. And then I decided to try and see what I can do just to liven the area up a little. So I decided to add this little slope. And what I'm going to do up here is I'm going to add hotels up here. So you'll see what I mean now. So I like lift the terrain up here, and I'm going to use the Jurassic Park hotels so you can see directly into the herbivore enclosure. And I make this little mud wall because in Jurassic Park, the original, they all drive past a little. When they go in to see the actual park or whatever, they drive past this like mud wall, and it has like all different shrubberies on the side of it. That's what I'm trying to go for right there. And I'm now adding all the pathing going up towards the hotels. So yeah, and then obviously I got smoothing it out, blah blah blah, and it does turn out pretty good, to be honest. Put these little rocks down to indicate that there's hotels up there, even though there's no hotel sign, I guess, but it's kind of like you'll have to kind of just like make that up in your mind. But I go up into the top corner to put the creation lab up here so I can grab the dinosaurs and put them in. So this next little bit is going to be me creating the dinos, and you get to see what dinosaurs I put in. So here's me favoriting the Brachiosaurus skins, so we get both of them, the 1993 and the 2001. So we get the 2 Brachiosaurs in there, we get the Gallimimus in there, we get the 1993 pattern and the original pattern, just because I like the mix of the two. We also go down and grab the, what do we grab? The Parasaurolophus. We put Lux 1 and 2 in there, because, have a little bit of a mix. We didn't put the 1993 pattern in, but that's alright. We also grabbed the Triceratops, chucked the 1993 pattern on that. And the Ankylosaurus, we favorited the 2001 and the bumpy skin, but the entire batch of the Ankylosauruses only turned out in the bumpy skin, so we had to remake that batch of Ankylosauruses. And here I am transporting the first few Brachiosaurs into the paddock. Yeah, this goes on for a little bit, so I'm just going to ramble on. So I am sorting out some settings that they don't starve, blah blah blah. I do a bit of foliage work just around the side. I do end up adding shops and blah blah blah. In a bit, I do end up decorating it just a little bit more, and you can see directly from the hotel into the enclosure. I will show some slow down shots in the rest of this video as well, so stick around for the end for the final product of this video. But yeah, here I am adding a little bit of an extension onto it so I can put a viewing dome down in the middle of the enclosure. As you can see there, I am placing the viewing dome just over there, and obviously you can access it from there, and I put a little banner over the top. Now I'm transporting the Parasaurolophus over there, and it is a little bit packed in there by the end, but they all fit in there fine. I mean, there's not too much, well, there's enough room, there's enough, that's all I can say really. So here I am now adding the Stegosaurs. I'm putting just random pattern on that, so any random pattern, I don't really care, to be honest, with the Stegosaurs. And I also do add the patchy Cephalosaurus in just a little bit. I'm also working on a new extension beer so I can put in a little Jurassic tour, but I do have to mess around with this for just like a tad bit, and it does get a bit messy, but it turns out okay-ish in the end. I'm going to actually review this, see how it turns out, because I might have to go back and redo it, depending on how it looks. Does it look alright? Oh yeah, actually, no, that's fine. So I put the tour going around the entire paddock, just going up the mountains, so you can see everything, so you don't miss anything out essentially. Goes around the watering hole, everything. So now I'm delivering in the Ankylosaurs, and then the Stegosaurs soon after. Here's me looking at all the skins, and just pondering around all the dinosaurs, blah blah blah. So this is most of the herbivores getting done, right? So we get most of the herbivores done, like, we get all the film dinos out of the way, I think, most of them. Next episode I think we'll get a few carnivores in as well. Yeah, so next episode we'll get a few carnivores. Let us know what carnivores you want in the park, and if you want any named after you, because, you know, why not? And yeah, so what am I doing here now? I am waiting for the stupid glitch to go away, because basically there's a stupid little glitch where the dinos will stay above the creation lab for just a little bit before they are sent off, and it's just really annoying. So here I am now adding the shops just for a little bit of a minute, but just for something else to add there so it don't look too bland. And I do randomise them to make them have the thatch roof to make it look like Jurassic Park theme at the start of the park. As you can see here, it took me a little while to get the thatch roof for this one, as you can see, and I skipped through it like twice on accident. And there we are. Now I'm just looking through all the decorations and stuff, see how it turns out. And yeah, so now I'm just adding Apache server sources. But yeah, so I will see you guys with the slow down shots of the park. So while I wasn't recording, I did add one or two things to the park. I added a little petting zoo and some other details. Well, it wasn't really a petting zoo, it's just a little small enclosure next to the hotels filled with Lystosauruses and Homalocephalae right in this little paddock here. As you can see, we have the Homalocephalae, very nice colours, and also Larry, the Lystrosaurus, or Leonard, wherever it is. And you can see Homalocephalae right behind it. And that concludes this episode of what should we call this park? Well, we'll just call the series All Dinosaurs in One Park, but this park needs a name, so I need name suggestions for the park. So I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.